Librarians warned our state, at least they warned our state lawmakers, this is going to happen. And now it has. The Donnelly Public Library is for adults only. Any child who wants to go in and get a book or even just meander through the modest room of bookshelves has to be supervised by their parent or guardian. The library fears legal repercussions for letting an unaccompanied child just get a look at inappropriate materials, or what they consider inappropriate materials. Governor Brad Little signed House Bill 710 into law on the last day of the legislative session, and it kicks in on July 1st. So the answer for some, well, full-time librarians are now part-time bouncers.
The lineup into Donnelly is correctly correlated to the tagline,
We are definitely at a crossroads.
where the watering hole plays the same tune as the local library.
We decided to become an adult-only library.
Tough call
Yeah.
by Sherry Shalene,
Safely prepare ourselves to receive these fines.
because the legal waters are muddy
I've read it at least 100 times.
and the path ahead is unclear.
Move that piece of material to an adult section of the library, the problem goes away.
But logistics limit a one-room library from complying, even if they wanted.
I don't have an extra room. I don't have a place to put it.
And honestly, they don't want to move some of the questionable books anyway.
This legislation would impact books like To Kill a Mockingbird. To Kill a Mockingbird, the premise of the book is based around a rape. And that rape, in fact, is sexual content. And so according to HB 710, that book would be subject to litigation.
Fines run a $250 minimum, with added damages and legal fees to boot.
There hasn't been anything like this
It's a hard hit
that's happened before, and it's really rough.
for Erin Wright.
It wasn't something any of the librarians were for.
She's a published author.
Nobody asked us.
And in small rural library districts,
It's going to disproportionately impact us.
they have nobody to ask for help either.
We don't have an attorney on retainer.
But they do have a loved summer camp. You guessed it, for kids.
We have a child care crisis in Valley County that is unprecedented. And so we are going to continue our summer camp.
And Donnelly Library offers waivers for parents to exempt their kids and family, but that paperwork has a narrow spine.
The waiver is only for programming.
Not for homeschool kids, not for the general public.
The waiver is for programming purposes.
It's like a bar. You can't come in here.
I don't necessarily like this analogy, but we are more of the liquor store. You don't get to come in here without your parents.
Pull the books or bar the kids.
Great. You don't like it? You do not have to read it. I promise. This is not assigned reading in your high school.
No, it's much more serious than that. This is an assigned mandate from the state. Crossroads between the mountains and a hard place.
My hope is that it's fought. I hate to say that I hope that Meridian or Boise or Coeur d'Alene carries the burden for us, but I hope the first $250 fine is one of the big libraries.
The reason Sherry does hope that a bigger library is the first to get cracked by this is because they do have that infrastructure, perhaps deeper pockets to have an attorney. And maybe there is a challenge from this, because that is her biggest hope, Brian, is that this law has some sort of a challenge to it and it is struck down, because it's not, you don't become a librarian so you can stand at the door and tell kids they can't come in the door.
Right, and I spoke to a couple librarians today, and they are all hoping that there is some sort of injunction before this law goes into effect on July 1st, as you mentioned, that there is some sort of legal action. We'll just have to wait and see. And there are a lot of rural libraries out there, a lot of one-room libraries across the state of Idaho, because it is so widespread. Thank you very much.